I'm just, trying to help you get in the heads of these people to see where they're coming from. Oh, it's going to affect my property values they'll come up with. You can't put these low income affordable housing units here. You understand? So their idea is what? They don't have a solution to the problem, just not in their backyard. Just don't make it, it's their problem then. And it's so un-American, so elitist. It goes against every fiber of my being as a good American, as a good humanitarian. And yet they come off, oh, well, you understand. I mean, hey, if you were us, you'd feel the same way. You wouldn't want it in your backyard, in all honesty. Come on, right? I mean, we're in a lot of trouble, my friends, a lot of trouble. And we've got to get deadly serious about confronting the problems we face. So no matter what Trump, we've got to help him out by getting it and being empowered and going forth and dispelling the ignorance and confusion out there and getting together as one big fat happy family trying to be, okay, and realizing that your freedom is my freedom. We got to go this thing together. We're not going to be content. We're going to keep beating ourselves up because something just ain't right. That's bugging us. Our conscience is a default God built into us. So in your right mind, you wouldn't try to escape it. You would embrace it and welcome it. Say, I got to confront this thing. I want to be happy, damn it. And I need for my brothers and sisters to be happy. We go this thing together, not alone. So we got to really reach out. Let your heartfelt desire, your yearning to be free from your weaknesses, your feelings, your vices, your failings, rather, not your feelings, your failings, your vices, drive you to actualize universal and absolute freedom for humanity. Let your heartfelt desire, your yearning to be free from your weaknesses, your feelings, your failings, your vices, drive you to actualize universal and absolute freedom for humanity. The best way to not have enemies is to decide that you are no man/woman's enemy. Nevertheless, we cannot make others decide that they are not our enemy. So as such, prayer and love are our best hope for peace. If you're not consciously working toward unity in America among the masses of everyday people, then you are subconsciously or unconsciously working to divide the same said people. That's just the masses at large, people, just the regular old peeps, man. We've got to, work toward unifying. Otherwise, we're evil, witting or not. The gospel of Jesus Christ is music to the ears of the righteous and the right-minded, the, quote, pure in heart, those whom hunger and thirst for righteousness. And, of course, by default, it stings the ears of the evildoers. They, that is, the seemingly untouchable grand puppeteer class of money printers and their brown-nosed, bootlicking, sycophantic politician enablers, enabling minions of evil, minions of evil, have had a good run with some 30-plus years of perfect puppet presidencies. Anyone see why they hate Trump? Yeah, because he's a big fat fly in their ointment. And, their ointment is death and destruction. That's all. It's just more and more of the same. Dubious war, keep the crime rate high, keep the poor oppressed, keep the bar higher and higher to reach. Just throw a few more crumbs out there with welfare programs and, just to pacify the masses. But, we sure don't want to have any discussions about actually fixing the problems. Just keep going on this trajectory. That's all we know. We're comfortable with that. That's our comfort zone. So, I mean, folks, we are in so much damn trouble. So dang much trouble. Because the evildoers, the minions thereof, witting or not, are enemies of God and humanity by not wanting everybody to be free. That's it, as simple as that. They don't want the ship to turn. They don't want the net to get easier to crack. They don't want the bar easier to reach. They don't want prosperity and freedom for the oppressed. Who numbers keep growing, and they keep losing more and more freedom. It's rough. In 21st century psychopathic American economics, an individual's personal finances determine whether a person is, quote, good or, quote, bad in an unspoken manner. A poor person reveals they have an ethical or moral deficiency. As such, our society silently and broadly determined to be, quote, inferior stock. As such, our society silently and broadly determines them to be inferior stock. Poor people, at minimum. That's what they think of them. These aren't spoken things. This is just, we know that's the feeling there. It's like the spirit of the air. It's just there in the air. That's how these people think. And we all know it, but we don't talk about it. That there's something morally wrong with being poor. You must be lazy. You're in the land of milk and honey, the land of opportunity. So if you can't make it here, you're just a loser. You have too many personal problems you need to fix, and when you fix those, then you'll be secular as defined by the world, worldly wise, worldly definition. These psychological dynamics are happening on a subliminal, semi-conscious level, but universally affect the psychological welfare, our collective sense of well-being. Yeah, we can't think like evil little idiots, piss ants, and be okay with it. You have a conscience. You want to be honorable. You want to be able to stand before your owner someday and answer for the person you are, the way you, why you think the way you do, who you are deep down inside, why you've chosen the credos and beliefs and philosophies you have, and why you rejected those that you have. Though God speaks to all of us individually and also collectively in a constant manner, once in a while he must speak louder and bolder. This is in order to, quote, fix the issue with those responsible for the big issue. Unfortunately, the innocent are invariably subjected to our owner's disapproval. Yeah, I mean, another, like the Tower of Siloam example, except on a smaller level. That, we're all in this thing together. So, if I'm just say, turn my back and divorce myself from somebody that's acting evilly in their business interests and, being a separatist, like a special interest group colluding with another one and just, bullying me, walking over me. And if I just say the path of least resistance is don't confront it, don't deal with it, don't do anything, just go along to get along, path of least resistance, ignorance is bliss. You're part of the problem. You're culpable. See, there's no easy out. We're all stuck between a rock and a hard spot. If we damned if we do something because we're going to face the stressors thereof. So we should be as cool, calm, and collected as we possibly can. Why rant and rave and worry and freak out? We don't need to. Just exposing, the lies to the truth, the light of truth. We're doing something very powerful. So, this is how we're going to win this thing. The good, decent, upright people are going to win it with integrity and honor and with humility. Okay, be able to get slapped in the face and turn the other cheek, sort of thing. We are. It's just the way it is. It's the most powerful force in the universe, is to love your enemy. Have you ever noticed how someone else's stress affects you? For example, if your neighbor is angry and audibly arguing with his wife in an unbecoming, hostile manner, that is